Henry Nunez, and I'm the broker and owner of Henry Nunez Real Estate Company. I'm doing this hunger strike in Arcadia to attract attention to this election coming up on April 13th for 3 council member positions. I'm endorsing Peter AMUNDSON, Paul Chang, and Shote. I think those are the 3 best men for the 3 open positions of city council. The other reason I'm going on this hunger strike is that the incumbents, Bob Harbig and Mickey Siegel, who have been already on the council for about 20 years, want no change in Arcadia. And that's the problem right now. When you look at Huntington Drive, Baldwin Avenue, Live Oak, Duarte Road, there's no change. And we now have a historic opportunity with the Gold Line station at First Avenue and Santa Clara. That's where the Gold Line train is going to stop. I am the last year's president of the, or chairman of the San Gabriel Valley Economic Partnership. We represent all 31 cities of the San Gabriel Valley. And I know of the plans of all the cities in the valley for the Gold Line. We are the only city that does not have plans ready to go for the Gold Line station. It's really an embarrassment. There's a general plan for the entire city that is going to be brought forth in the next month or 2. And the city, when Bob Harbig was the mayor a couple months ago, they spent $720,000 for a new general plan to be created by a consultant who got that $720,000 fee, and a advisory committee made of citizens, which I was honored to be asked to be a part of, which I was. We worked with staff for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we came up with a modern, innovative plan for the whole city that included a great plan for the Gold Line station stop. When it was presented to the Planning Commission and the City Council, Mayor at the time, Bob Harbig, said, "I don't want any change in Arcadia." And the whole committee and the consultant's jaw just dropped. Oh my God, we couldn't believe it. So Bob told the staff to go back to the committee and the consultant to create a whole new plan. So they met, we made changes, and the staff took the new changes to the council, and the council changed it themselves and sent it back to the committee and the consultant. Everybody was shocked. They made changes again, and staff took it back to the council a second time, and the council made changes again and brought it back. This time, on the 3rd time, they were very concerned because the council are not experts. We were working with the expert that we were spending $720,000 on. So the 3rd time we made changes again, and the city staff took it back to the council again. They changed it a 3rd time. They brought it back. This went on for 6 times until the committee and the consultant just gave up and said that this plan is made by the council members. And the consultant said, this plan the council made is 25 years behind today's standard. So it's not even to today's building standards. No, today's standards for general plan. So while Pasadena grows and changes and Monrovia grows and changes, they want Arcadia to stay the same. And I can't let that happen. Many years ago, when Lucky Baldwin founded Arcadia, he was instrumental in bringing the railroad track through Arcadia because he knew that was how it was going to prosper. That's how it was going to create jobs. That's why it was going to integrate people and create commerce. Well, it's the same thing today with the gold line, but they don't want it. Lucky Baldwin even built a hotel right there on where the gold line station is going to be. So the other reason I'm on this hunger strike is that Arcadia has the racetrack. It is the only global property in the whole San Gabriel Valley region. That property is known all the way around the world. We have the Santa Anita Park that has the golf course, the swimming pools, the tennis courts, the baseball fields, the lawn bowling, and we have the Arboretum. We have Chantry Flats. Chantry Flats could be made into the best green ecological site in one of the tops of the world, and we could have that with attraction. And we have all these services and resources, but nobody has done a citywide economic development plan that could put all these together and bring in additional revenues for our city. We have a lot of international travelers that come here. A lot of our Asian community has visitors and tourists here all the time. We don't really even have a good hotel to put them in. So that money is spent in Alhambra, in Monrovia, in Pasadena, and Pasadena has the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parade. And our leadership is so poor, has such poor vision, they have never even been able to put a plan together to put all of these things together, all these resources. So that's another reason. They are relying right now on the Westfield Mall, which sales have dropped a lot, and the Santa Anita racetrack. And the Santa Anita horse racing industry is a dying industry. It's not growing a lot. And it's estimated that it's not going to be able to survive. So we haven't made any alternative plans. Any good business always has to have alternative plans. Arcadia has never done a strategic plan. Every good company and every good city does a strategic plan every 2 or 3 years. And a strategic plan, you look in the future and see what is going to affect our city and how can we plan to provide services for our citizens to better service them. The youth, okay, times have changed so fast. In 3 years, our lives and technologies have changed so much, but nobody has ever even asked the youth of Arcadia, what do you need? About a week and a half ago, some of the council members didn't even know what Wi-Fi was. And a month ago, in a meeting that we had for the Gold Line Station, a couple of the council members, they didn't even know where the train was going to stop, where the parking was, and how the people were going to load on there. The way it is now, you have to walk across 2 streets to be able to board the train. It's the most unbelievable thing. We have this downtown, and they don't want any development around it. And it's just a shame. The other reason I'm on a hunger strike is because they put a automobile dealership in downtown Arcadia. And now they're spending millions and millions of dollars of our redevelopment money to expand this auto dealership called Rusnick into the most valuable land of downtown Arcadia. And I want to put a stop to that because any planner will tell you downtown is no spot for an automobile dealership. You put that up by the freeway or in a different area. But our leadership doesn't have vision. So they just look to the mall, they look to the racetrack, and then when this opportunity came up for an auto dealership, they didn't look for the right place for it. They just looked for, a sales tax revenue.